Hey everybody, welcome to week 4 of Crystal River Beefo Brady's Player of the Week. Before I even get this party started, I'm so excited and we're so happy to have Citrus High as part of our Player of the Week party. So now I have all 4 high schools every week. So come and support your players. I'm going to say ahead of time, like I always do, that the coaches send in the names of the players. We just give out the goodies. That said, I'm going to take just a minute and let you know what's happening fundraising style at Crystal River Beefo Brady's. Saturday, there's a pancake breakfast for the Crystal River Middle School FFA from 8 to 11. You can get tickets at the door. Come enjoy some pancakes, and it goes to a good cause. Then we start college Gator football with our first at 3:30 Citrus County Gator Club indoor tailgate fundraising party that they do for every away game here for the 3:30 game against the Tennessee Volunteers this week. And on Monday is a spirit night for the last spirit night for the Crystal River Bulls Pop Warner football, 5 to close. Wednesday is the last spirit night for their series for the Nature Coast Soccer. So we got spirit nights, pancake breakfast, all kinds of ways to support community. But we're going to start off with our new one, Citrus High School. It is Cole Baldner, and I heard you did a great job or you wouldn't have got this award.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. The next one we have is Seven Rivers Christian High School. And the player of the week is a return from last year, a real good kid, Will Ellis. Good job, Will. I heard you're doing awesome. And our next one is for Lecanto High School. It's Anthony Hernandez.
Correct.
Do you like Anthony or Tony?
Anthony.
Anthony, it is Anthony. Heard you did good.
Thank you.
You had a tough game. I heard that too. So congratulations. All right, now we have Crystal River High School's Tyreek Scriven. Is that close? Oh, awesome. Congratulations. And he's another return from last year, so we'll probably see him some more this year.
Great win. The kids fought through a lot of adversity. You know, we went into the game with 22 dressed players, and a lot of kids had to play both ways, but we had some guys make some big plays throughout the game. Obviously, Tyreek had a big game for us, running the football, playing good defense, had a couple interceptions, caused fumble, and also was a huge part of our offense. So a lot of guys stepped up, and it was a great win for our kids and a great win to start out our district play.
Talk about the momentum it creates for you guys, because I'm sure it was nice just to get a win, but then you throw in the fact that now you look up at the standings, tied for first in the district. That's a good feeling.
It's great. You know, we're playing a good team this week in Nature Coast. We wanted to get off on a good foot in terms of the district play, and we felt like it would boost our morale in practice. It's done that, and we've had a good week of practice so far. Hopefully we'll finish it off with a good pregame practice tomorrow.
As you get ready for Nature Coast, I mean, they've been putting up a ton of yards on the ground. We've seen them score points, look every bit as dangerous as they were last year. I would imagine if you're going to have a chance to beat them, the guy to your left is going to be a key factor.
He will have to be a key factor. He plays free safety for us. He'll have to make plays coming downhill on their quarterback. You know, they're a great running team, very fast. Anytime they get in there open, you know, they're tough to catch. So we've got to bottle them up and do a good job of leveraging the football defensively, and on the other side of the ball, you know, we've got to take care of the football offensively.
Talk about picking Tyreek as player of the week. I know from where we were sitting, it looked like it was pretty easy. A lot of big, explosive plays by him last week.
He had a great game all around, and you can't ask more than that. He played well on special teams, played well on offense and defense, and obviously scored all our points for us, and conversely also caused some turnovers for them.
Talk to Tyreek real quick. Just talk about last week. I mean, it's a rivalry game, it's a big game, but to have a game like you had, did you envision that going into last Friday night?
Yeah, I did actually. I practiced hard all week, and on Friday everybody asked me how many touchdowns I was going to score. I told them 3. So it was kind of good to score 3 touchdowns.
What was it like to get that win? Because, I mean, obviously the first couple weeks didn't go as you guys had planned. Probably could have had your heads down and maybe been a little nervous going into the game. But it looks like you guys had a lot of confidence, and when it counted, you made the plays.
Yeah, everybody, we practiced hard all week, and we just wanted to win, really. So it felt good in the end.
Talk about this week. I mean, it's a big challenge. It's Nature Coast. They won the district last year, but the closest game they had was against you guys. Does that give you confidence?
Oh, yeah. We feel like we can play with them. We play them tough every year, and we just want to come out and win and be first in the district still.
As you look at them on film and get ready for Friday, what are a couple of the things that you have to do to pull off the win?
Well, really, we just got to stop the run. They got some fast kids in their team. We just stop the run. We can win the game.
Obviously started district play. You guys snapped that short losing streak. Just had to feel good to get a W and a big district win.
Yeah, it was huge for us. As you said, it was a district win, but more importantly, it got us back in the winter column and got the train back on the track, so to speak. So it was a great win for us. Kind of came into the game pretty down with injuries. We had some suspensions, and just felt like guys needed to step up. And Zephyr Hills Christian is a very good football team, no doubt about that. And we had to go to play. It was on the road. I was really proud of the way our guys responded to a lot of adversity that night.
I was going to say, I mean, that's not your typical way you draw it up as you're getting ready to play the game. I mean, a lot of things happen. It's got to show you a lot about what's inside your kids.
Definitely. I mean, we talk all the time about, next man up, and our starting quarterback, Broughton Martin, went down in the first quarter with a concussion. Actually had to go to the hospital down in Zephyr Hills, and Will Ellis, who has a lot of experience at quarterback. He's a 2.5-year starter for us. Lost the quarterback job this year to Broughton, and fortunately, because of his experience, we were able to slide him right back in, and he led us to a big win last week.
We've got to say a lot about Will. I mean, because, look, it's not easy to lose a job no matter what level of football, but to be able to come in and pick you guys up like you did probably says a lot about the kind of kid he is.
Definitely. I mean, he didn't even blink in the huddle when I told him he was going to quarterback, so he went, got right down to business and just did a great job running the offense, so we didn't have any hiccups at all. And in the end, he threw the winning touchdown pass to Markell that clinched the game for us.
Is that the reason why you picked him? Talk about the choice for player of the week.
It's one of the reasons. It's one of the big ones, definitely. And he played defense as well. I mean, he played the whole game at D end, even while he was playing quarterback. So he didn't really come off the field. He played special teams for us as well. So he was going all three ways, had a great game, and it was just a great team win.
Talk to Will real quick. Will, talk about that last week. I mean, to get that tap on the shoulder, oh, by the way, you're going in the game back at quarterback. What was that like, and what was going through your head?
I mean, like Coach Green said, I was a 2.5-year starter at quarterback, so I know all the plays because we're running the same double wing offense I've been running for years. So I knew Broughton was out, so I knew I just had to go in and do what I know how to do. So for a second, I was like, oh, okay. But then after the first snap, I was right back into it, and I was just right back in the rhythm I was used to.
People talk about all the time, the backups are always, you're one play away. But how tough has it been to go through it, to not be the starter? Like you said, you've been the starter, but to still mentally stay in it. Has that been something easy to do, or was it a challenge for you?
It's been really easy for me because I've been running these same plays for so many years that I've stuck with. We've made some minor changes to them just to fit the better athletes and stuff we've been getting, but they're pretty much the exact same plays I've been running since 8th grade, so it really wasn't that difficult.
How big of a win was it for you guys? Because you're not used to losing. The last couple of years have been a lot of wins. To have lost 2 in a row going into the game, it had to feel good to end that and get a district win as well.
It really felt great for us. We had a loss against Seffner. That's a game we should have won, and then we played Lake Highland Prep just on the field with a bunch of giants. So it felt really good to come out, open district play on the road with a really, really big win.
Coach, just talk about last week. Obviously, a tough way to start district play, but a week off this week, I'm sure, kind of helps things a little bit.
Absolutely gives us time to work on some of the mistakes we made in the last couple weeks and shore some things up before we continue on with our district play. So it comes at a really good time, and kids have been working hard this week, so I'm pretty positive that we'll be a lot better when we get back on the field.
As you go into this bye week, I mean, what are the things you guys are counting on and trying to get finished as you get ready for the meat of the schedule? Because after this, it's just about every week.
Well, it's really about execution for us. We've played some really good football at times. We just have lapses in our execution, which are costing us to make bad plays. So if we can shore those things up this week, I know the guys are going to play much better against Central next week.
Talk about your player this week, why you picked him, and what stood out to you and the coaches.
Anthony's been doing a great job for us. He's a baseball guy. We finally talked into coming out and playing football, and He's just done everything we've asked of the guy, and he's had some really good runs for us and just been practicing really hard for us, so he's our player of the week.
All right, Anthony, just talk about it real quick. I know it didn't go as you guys wanted maybe on Friday night, but talk about that game and your season so far.
Well, the game, it's a little upsetting to lose, you know. Of course, losing is not fun. But now we put ourselves in a situation to where we can't lose any more games. But the bye week came in at a good time of the year where we're in our long stretch, and now we're preparing for Central. We got a lot of time to watch film and work on a lot of things that we didn't get to execute in last week's game, but yeah.
Coach mentioned that they got you off the baseball field and onto the football field. Talk about your decision to do it and how much fun it's been.
Well, it's my senior year, and I didn't want to graduate regretting that I didn't play football. And I kind of want to take what I'm experiencing right now as a football player and all the workouts and hopefully learn a leadership role and take it on to baseball season in the spring. And Coach pretty much told me, you know, I think this will help you out, and I, you know, follow his footsteps, and I'm here.
Coach, talk about last week's start of district play, also a big rival in Crystal River. I'm sure a game that you guys probably replayed it a few times. Game of mistake by both teams, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, we you know, in the first half of the ball game, we turned the ball over four times. Still up by a point at halftime. You know, it seems like I keep telling the kids, you know, we haven't put a whole game together. We played a quarter 2 weeks ago, play a half, you know, last Friday, and we just got to put a whole game together.
I know talking to a couple of the coaches in the area, they mentioned that, you know, you're a team that probably as the season gets going, the staff gets comfortable with everything, could be dangerous. I mean, do you feel like this team's on the verge right now?
You know, we definitely got the kids to do it, you know, and you know, we were prepared last week, and we got Hernando coming up, and you know, we play sound football and play responsible football. We'll be okay.
Seems like Hernando, in a lot of ways, is a mirror image of you guys. I mean, they're going to not mess you up with formations. They're going to line it up and try to pound the ball, similar to you guys a little bit, right?
Right. They do run a lot of different formations, but you know, they'll pound the football, and you know, whatever works, they'll continue to run it, and hard hitting, tough team.
And talk about your player of the week. Why is the staff you guys picked him, and was it an easy choice this week?
It was very easy. I mean, we had a couple kids out there, but I'll tell you, Cole Baldner, he leaves everything on the field. He comes off that field, he's totally exhausted. You know, he had a catch for about 8 yards. He had an interception Friday night. You know, he's one of the coaches on the field for us.
Cool, real quick, talk about it. Friday night, a rivalry game. I know it didn't go as you guys wanted, but how do you think this team's progressing as the season's moving along?
You know, we just got to have 11 men on the field, you know, just do everything they can, you know, just leave it out on the field. Once everybody does their job in every play, I think we'll be good, and we're starting to find that now.
So close last week. I know turnovers are a big deal. You get ready to play a Hernando team this week. I mean, an opportunity to get a win. What's it been like at practice this week?
We've been doing a lot of ball security drills, which is good. You know, just working hard and stuff like that, and just trying to bounce back.
Talk about the team as a whole. I mean, it hasn't been the start you guys wanted in terms of wins, but the attitude. How's it been this week, and how looking forward are you guys to getting a win?
Oh, that's one thing I love about Citrus is no matter what, we come back out on Monday and we just get after it and keep working hard. And you know, I love my teammates, and you know, we'll bounce back. That's for sure.
You talked about ball security this week. What are a couple other things you guys have to do on Friday to get a win?
Like I said, we just got to have all 11 men on the field doing everything they can. If everybody executes, the plays will work and good things will happen.